Hey guys.
So we're about to call and Chioma now.
Yeah.
Let's get right into the video.
Okay.
And you guys should bear with us. We have to pause the video and make this video our own so we don't get a copyright strike. So
yeah, and I hope you enjoy the one we just uploaded.
Okay,
let's get in. 2, 1, go.
Are we even supposed to be letting this play?
I think it's only one I should forward it to. Fast forward.
Hey guys, we are back with more.
Yeah, we all back.
And right now, I am joined
Yeah, I'm trying to make it higher.
stunning Chioma.
Hello,
how are you? Good, happy to be here. Yeah.
I'm not happy that she's here. Oops,
Which
I'm
is
actually
pretty
muting it.
obvious. Paul is not here. We just got the message not too long ago from management that he will not be attending, unfortunately. But I believe you've already had a conversation with him.
Paul will not be here. Paul will not be here.
That dude is weird. Their therapy is.
We haven't spoken. I actually
he's not
assumed he
coming.
was backstage. So you didn't know he wasn't going to be here. Not at all. Does he have a reason? I don't know, to be honest. I guess.
Is he donating his heart to somebody else?
But why will this? This is weird.
Well,
Yeah, it's the end of the show. Why is he not coming?
Hey,
You guys
so,
just were annoying of
just
crowd.
to go over the past 6 weeks, 6 episodes of New Therapy, the relationship has been like this, like this, like this. And when I personally think of your relationship, it's like, you hope it works, but characters are very different. Like, how did you end up in this relationship? So many questions come to my mind, and I know the viewers feel the same way. But
Yeah.
before we go there,
Everyone
we
is
are
like,
now
how did
going
she
to
get?
watch
I'm trying to
Paul's
increase the
and
volume.
Paul's
Yeah, that's what
best
I'm doing. You remove this from.
Yeah, it's disconnected.
This is
the
Paul.
guy.
Right?
It doesn't make sense. I can
It's
just
huge.
I get home.
I
I've
know.
got the fucking Afrobeats whiz kid pumping in the house. Yeah, Chopper's there dancing around, frying oil in a fucking pot. What the hell? There's a fucking spray that you can spray to calculate the fit. I've told her this a million times. You come in the house, fucking play a whiz kid like we're in a fucking village. What type of crap is that? When we first started dating.
Why would they be saying that we need to watch the other episode stuff?
I really want to understand what's going on.
When we go there, we're getting down. It's kind of like a real bush. Not gonna say bush, but kind of, you get down, use your hands and all that stuff.
When last did you fuck me?
Oh,
Your reactions are literally. The Paul has this type of reactions.
hey guys, I'm sorry, but that's like.
It's just highlights.
crazy.
She's actually loving.
Touching myself, I feel bad. I feel like
Wow.
I'm down in some way. I don't
When will you ask me that?
Oh God, hell.
Oh
We're going
my
to pray
God,
for you.
that's
Yes,
crazy,
point
man.
time.
Speak to me about it.
Guys, I just enjoy this part.
Therefore,
Yes, point time. Look at what you're
I'm not
enjoying.
a sport child. It's like.
forget about the sex for now. You said fat and you said gain weight. Let's stick to that topic.
You brought up the situation that happened when we
You
met.
just
not
called
even when
her
we started dating.
Come on,
When we met.
do you really want to do this?
I'm doing it. What are you talking about?
I definitely need an apology from Chioma.
He's huge. Look at his arms.
She's not
He's
responding
snap.
to the messages.
Oh, okay. I'm getting there. By next year, I'm gonna be there.
I
love his
with my
arms,
ex
they're
when I
huge.
met Paul. When we started dating,
Actually working
that
out.
situation had been locked off.
You know those slimy type of guys. You know those guys, those boys. If you know, you know. And he's one of those guys. Whether he sees this or not, he knows that we know who he is. And a person like that, to be fair, you need to keep them away.
Who is he talking about?
I don't know. Probably a guy just keeps fucking.
It's fine. We're not going to do that. Do you trust Paul when he's out? I do trust Paul when he's out. Yes.
Chioma, you need healing.
I need healing from who? From your sister.
From yourself.
No, let me tell you something. I will heal perfectly if you stop her from coming to the house.
Oh yeah.
Boy, that was intense. Under 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So watching that back, how does that even feel for you right now? Should I really go through that?
So it's like this girl is gonna be there alone. Paul is
Yeah,
not
the guy's
coming.
not supposed. The guy's not going to come. Crazy. He's supposed to come.
Man, it seems quite long ago actually. It seems far back.
How long is this after the show?
It's very sad looking at it. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I would like to say loved him or I was actually loved him. But looking back,
Loved him is the
I
past
think
tense.
the feeling was reciprocated. Okay, well, in a way, you pretty much answered my next question, but let me ask.
Are you
sake
guys
of
still
asking,
together?
Are you and Paul still together? No. No? No. You seem happy about that, but we'll get into that.
No, she should be happy.
So,
Did the guy cheated on her too?
No, he did not cheat. Like, I would have just put him and Jamel in one box. But he's super annoying and...
You're just supporting it, like
No,
anything that
no.
came in your mind, like the guy did
You
not cheat.
haven't
So
watched the episodes. When you watch it, you understand. He did not cheat, but he's like high-key annoying.
annoying.
He's
her.
not saying like...
The girl is not complaining about it. So why are you saying?
Wait and see.
having that roller coaster.
Why are they in
But to
therapy?
be fair, at the end of it, we seemed to be close again. Seemed as though there was some sort of healing taking place. So our team have done their research and we realised that you're not following Paul on any socials. Can you go into that? Has he been blocked?
I blocked Paul, but I would like to say that's part of my healing process. You know, I don't want to see anything he's got going on. I don't want him to see anything I've got going on. I understand he calls me all the time. I understand he wants to reconcile, but for me, that situation is done. You know, I'm completely done with Paul.
But if they are no more together, why are they coming to see a therapist?
No, this is after the show. They went to a therapist to try to fix the situation.
Oh, okay.
But this is like after the show.
Oh.
Come and let's talk about what's happening. And he did not have big enough balls to show off.
Or his family.
Balls
So yeah,
information
whether he
cover.
decides to go on the internet and look at my page, that's up to him. But I personally don't want to see anything he's got going on.
You're not together, you've blocked him. Is it right to assume that your living arrangement has changed?
100%. Yeah, I've moved out.
Okay, and
It'd be nice to see if he can pay the rent now.
What? Say what?
That it would be nice to see if he can pay the rents now.
Does it mean the
So, what are you trying to say? Keep going to
Maybe
that
they
a
were...
little bit
I'm
more?
trying to say I was
Let's
doing
see.
60-40.
64?
64... Wait.
Like, I don't understand this part. Like,
Best we could do is 50-50. So
are they sharing the payment of the rent?
They're sharing the house.
The house rent.
Yeah.
What?
And it seems like she was paying
She's paying more than the guy, yeah.
Yeah, because it should have been...
But why would she
paid.
be saying this on camera? Is it out of hatred or something? It's not. This is not to be out.
She just made this... she should keep it private. After
Yeah,
they're
it's
broken
like
up.
if they've broken up, it doesn't mean like if
Well,
there's
like,
nothing
maybe-
going on,
maybe-
if
maybe
there's no
he should-
beef.
Maybe he should pay the... Like, they have no beef. She just said it out there.
No, it's not okay. I think if
Because
there should be
I
some
know that this is
secrecy.
your pride now. Because in my...
I'd like to see him maintain that standard of living.
So, are you trying to say that Paul, the provider,
Exactly.
did not provide?
Do you understand what she's meaning? Like, the guy always came up like he's the one who is always taking care of people and taking care of stuff. She has not argued that throughout the entire... Now she's just like, okay, she'd like to see if he can afford what they had to
She
do.
moved out of the house.
Yes.
So the guys also moved to whatever his
Able
situation
to afford, right?
Provider wasn't really a provider.
Okay, so but we saw the clients, everyone viewing the clients,
Clients?
you know, high value clients.
You saw them?
Okay, we didn't physically see them. Fair enough. So elaborate, please.
I'm not here to bash Paul. I'm done with that situation. But one thing I will say is that before I left, because I had already made up my mind to leave, I did stumble across some documents. Let's just say that Paul allegedly, respectfully, may or may not be in debt. He may be living a facade. Yeah, he may not have the money that he claims he has.
You know
That's
that.
probably what makes him act the way he acts. You know what I mean?
But
And
well,
quite
I don't
honestly,
know.
I'd like
I
to
don't
say-
know. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
she should
keep
not be.
watching.
She should not be saying this because it's not classy.
Yeah, it's just like you are trying to say bad side of the person
Yeah,
after
I was
you know it's her, like
I'm not saying I
spoiling
want
her to the
money or
society.
I
That's what I
stayed
think
because
she's
thought,
doing now.
It was tucked away somewhere, but now we can clearly see that was all a lie.
Okay, this is wow, it's shocking. Even to me as
This
somebody
is
that enjoys
juicy
watching
news.
the show, that's quite a revelation. So say was your breaking point?
I would like to talk on, the situation. Like, well, I'm an African woman. I understand a lot of African women fight for their relationships. I've seen my mum fight for it. I just understand that you stick
This
with
girl just
someone
talking
even though you didn't stick.
trash.
Are you kidding me? You don't know the girl. You haven't watched the episode about her just because she has bashed that guy.
But don't know all this she's saying is not like speaking
She has
It's
already
not,
tried to fight for the relationship.
well, I don't know, but
Wow.
You should watch the episode.
anybody
before you
watching
say.
this video
I
will also
understand
say
that
like,
I was being neglected, but I thought because it wasn't how we started off that it was going to change, when obviously I was completely wrong. Do you know what I mean? Just seeing or understanding how much neglect I was actually going through, something I didn't actually have to put up with. The fact that he doesn't want to change, he couldn't change, the lies, the deceit, the manipulation. Yeah, clearly this bad girl needs to leave. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I did.
Fair enough. And you touched on everything, lies, deceit, and all of that. Sounds like a roller coaster, as I said
you
before.
sleeping?
No.
You probably
Okay.
do remember what that felt like.
Why are your eyes closed? Are you sleeping?
My eyes
Open
are
your eyes.
closed.
Open your eyes.
Watched any of the episodes?
Dude,
I have watched the episodes. It's definitely difficult to watch back, but I have watched them, yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope you don't mind reliving it one more time with us. We're going to watch the emotional roller coaster that you were on with your relationship with Paul. Let's take a look.
this is
I don't know
actually
what
good.
relationship this
This is actually good for you to understand her.
girl wants to have with her brother, whatever incest shit she has in her head or she dreams about. This is some bullshit. Like, I don't understand what your problem is. We're in therapy. Leave us alone. Go away. What the hell?
sometimes things are said that are taken in the wrong way, but
Denise, can we leave?
I can see that there's real value in you as a couple.
Denise, I think we're making it worse, Denise. Can we leave now?
Yeah, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Babes.
Fucking talk to me. At the time, Paul and I were on a break, and he suggested that we would so but he knows my stance with these things. I'm so sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. Take your time. This is the last leg for me. And if this doesn't work out, then I'm not going to stay in this relationship. Like, we are done.
I want you to promise me that if we were to get in that situation again, whether we're married.
So you didn't get that part, but he made her have an abortion when he knows that it's difficult for them to get pregnant in their family because they were like having a break, and he was like, he does not want to have a child without, like, if you have that child, you will not have me.
They're not Christian, like you didn't know that.
Take care of your responsibilities. That's what I want you to promise me, not where we take our next relationship, because tomorrow I could get pregnant. Amen. But I could get pregnant tomorrow. I want you to.
Because you guys know you are doing that thing, you are doing something like.
Dude, grow
That's
up.
what I want.
Grow up
Can you
for.
promise me that? That's what I want to hear now.
Babe, I promise you that I'll be an active dad, regardless of the situation.
I actually thought these two end up still together, but it's good she left him.
How do you feel?
That's made me
Like that?
That's made me a little bit emotional. I think that's the me I never want to be again. That's the me I don't ever want to see. That's just so sad. I think I've just been so stupid, you know. That's sad.
I'm no therapist, but as women, we tend to beat ourselves up about it. But you've left now. You're here right now. You spoke about your abortion during the therapy session with Denise and Paul. We're here now. Is that something you would want to talk about with us?
It's not something I want to touch on again. I think I've expressed myself. The intention is not even to speak to the public. It was to speak to Paul. I'm done with that.
I don't want to talk about it. And we more than respect your wishes. So, another topic that was brought up a lot through
It's actually like, why would she even ask her?
I just don't get it. But if she has made her mind, like she's done with the guy, why is he coming up to meet him for therapy? Like,
No, this is the. I already told you, this is the aftermath. Like when they have had, it was a whole show.
Yeah,
so we don't know if the couples are real to begin with. But the point is, after the show, so people, you guys were in the show. Come and tell us what is going on in your life now.
I know. But if like
they are
you
no
said,
longer together. But hey, come up and show up. Like people have wasted their time to watch the entire thing, right? Show up. The guy did not show up. Why?
And throughout the episodes is a third party in the relationship, if you will, and that was Paul's sister. So there was a conversation that seemed to take place. Can you just give us some insight? What was that conversation about?
I think she's bored. I think Tola's just bored. That's what I've concluded.
She's bored.
Yeah, it's boredom, isn't it? You're popping up at your brother's therapy session. That's boredom. I don't know whether he invited her. She said, she's coming to support. I have siblings. I have a mum. I have a dad. I have cousins. I have friends. I have so many people that could be sitting behind us, but nobody came. Do you know what I mean? So that says a lot about her. And then you ended up arguing with me. So you're now bringing negative energy. Yeah, that to me, that was. Maybe if the cameras weren't around, I could have reacted differently because it's just such a disrespect, So
You compose yourself well, as you do.
Yeah, it was difficult, but I had to. Yeah.
Okay. And Denise also spoke about an exercise that perhaps you and Paul should practice towards his sister. Some sort of sit down, and he would mediate or just facilitate. Did that ever take place?
Surprisingly, yes. Paul did bring us together. We did have a talk, but I would say it didn't. It was no point. There was no point of having that conversation because it didn't end how I wanted it to.
They probably just had an argument.
What is the sister doing? Like, what is the sister's problem with the when you were together?
So the sister is just like
The
always
sister wants to
all
take the ball from her.
That's kind of it.
I don't know, but
yeah, that was exactly.
Because I see her.
The sister is annoying. She
like,
just says that she's a bad mom, and then comes and leaves her children with her. And what's part is she's not leaving the children with her to go to work, to go and have fun with her friends. And then after when she comes back,
she come and pick the child.
Then she come and
appreciating the girl.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And the guy is like quiet. That the guy is supposed to be loving the children like his own children.
We ended up speaking. Nothing came of it. We actually got into an altercation where we nearly physically fought. Yeah.
Physically
fought.
fought.
Where I said, listen, she's out or I'm out. Paul got her out, but for me, it's why am I being disrespected in my home? What gives her the right? Who is she? It's something I've been putting up with, but you just have to understand why she.
But in this modern world, like, how would you think, like, he cannot choose for the brother? If the brother goes in for something, he just has to sit back and relax. So it's not like choosing. Alright, some families can do that, but from what I know, like,
the guy is a grown-ass man. He should be able to be like, okay, this is my relationship. Let me handle this.
Yeah.
But he was just, when it comes to his sister, he's just like quiet, and the girl was just going through a lot, and
the guy is not saying anything.
Exactly, he's not even seeing, like, he's not
invite
feeling
my sister here too.
He's not feeling her pain.
Come in, push it to the wall a bit.
Really?
Let me see how we're gonna react to it.
To her brother.
Okay, that's very true. And as a woman, as I always say, like, I understand where you're coming from. Just to get more perspectives, we did actually reach out to friends and family of the couples, and we've spoken to Tala, and we just wanted to get her perspective because Paul's not here, of course. She was actually happy and wanted a telephone call with us and yourself
to discuss
the relationship, her part in it, and hopefully.
What happened?
This relationship that is over, why is the sister trying to call to like have one conversation that does not really need to take place because it's history?
Maybe she's trying to bring them back.
Oh no, thank you. It's history.
Please, it's you, but she's going to speak to me first. Is that okay?
I'm a bit confused. What does she want to speak to me about? The relationship? Between me and her brother, or me and her?
Clearly what you said, you weren't happy with the way things went. She seemed as though she wasn't happy with the way things went as well. So this is the perfect
I
opportunity.
no longer care.
Right?
You know, I no longer care. I'm a bit confused. I don't understand what closure is unless I'm getting an apology. We have no reason to speak.
She said that she comes in peace.
She coming in there, she's gonna be on the phone.
She wants to be on the phone.
On the phone, okay, that's good.
Okay, good, say that.
Mhm.
Then I'm happy. So you're happy for us to speak to her? Sure. Okay, cool. Going to speak to Tala, Paul's sister. Hi Tala, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. How have you been watching the show and watching your brother and Chioma going through everything that
Chioma,
they
I
did?
love that name though. The name Chioma is like one sweet name in Nigeria, like
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's expected, to be honest. I've
The
known
videos,
all of the stuff
yeah.
that's been going on anyway, so it's not much of a surprise to me.
Okay.
But yeah, so I just wanted to just speak to Jamel to see if I can get through to her.
Okay. And you wanted to apologize, that's what you told our team, is that right?
Well, if she can understand where I'm coming from and you know we can actually have a decent conversation, then yeah, maybe I'm more than happy to just apologize for the way I've come across.
Well, this is a good start. So, I have a few questions for you, Tala. I hope you're okay to answer them. The first one is, why do you think that your relationship with your brother is so intense?
Chioma is like,
Enjoying the
yeah,
question,
please answer.
People like he's my little brother, right?
Okay.
And
He's the only brother.
I feel
He's
like
her
I
little brother.
have a
What's the girl's name again? Tala.
Yeah.
Chioma,
for
Tala.
him, and it's kind of, he feels the same way about me, you know. So I'm a little bit protective over him, and we're super close. Like we do a lot together. We talk to each other a lot about so many things, you know. So it's not strange that we will talk about his relationship, you know.
Okay. So it's the closeness that makes you so protective. Okay.
My question is Paul also talking about her relationship, like getting into her privacy with her boyfriend or whatever? I don't know, like.
Good question
Yeah.
for Paul to answer.
Fair enough. Yeah, and then on top of that, there was a few comments made earlier about Chioma having been on Backchat and your perception of her, and you fed that through to Paul. Paul did bring it up in the sessions, so can you explain that to us?
Please do.
I mean, the whole world watched the show, you know. You could see how Chioma, like, you could get an idea of the kind of person Chioma is, you know. It wasn't a good woman. So, you know, like, there's not much to say about that. I'm sure everybody feels the same way I feel about her.
Okay. So how do you feel about Chioma at this very moment?
Good.
I just feel like she's super disrespectful.
She's disrespectful, rather.
Super disrespectful.
Wow.
That's the apology. Nice start.
Yeah, that's apology.
A bad example of, like, a woman, should I say, like,
Oh, she's a bad. So yeah.
because, you know, she I don't know, the way she just comes across is like, she's just so aggressive.
Tala, sorry to cut you, apologies to cut you. As you know, Chioma is here, and this feels like more of a personal conversation. I know we're on the
This
platform.
girl's a gaslight.
Does she know
I think
that?
it's best.
Doesn't she know that Chioma is there? Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't.
She should know.
That's why this lady's telling her. Can you tell Chioma yourself? Like,
Yeah, like this, like.
Right.
Speak to Chioma directly. Okay, so I'm just going to pass the phone over to her.
Hi, Tala. Hi, Chioma.
No, like seriously, the girl does not know Chioma is here.
She knows.
Then why would she be saying stuff like that?
That's
Wow.
how horrible she is.
You alright? I'm fine. You called in too? Yeah, so I called in because I feel like I've tried to have a conversation with you several times and it just doesn't work. So you've tried to have a conversation with me about what exactly? About just our relationship, just me and you, as someone that Paul cares about.
Oh, is she a lead
What?
liking Chioma over the brother?
No.
Is she into
she's
women?
not.
Like,
No. Their relationship.
Yeah,
relationship-
no, I'm taking it the other way.
You are not serious.
Sister,
Okay.
I was his girlfriend. I don't understand. We're not in the same boat. Does that make sense? You're a relative. I'm his girlfriend. Like,
Okay, you're his girlfriend, that's fine, but remember I was here first. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is my whole brother.
no,
Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you're coming in,
I was here first. Sounds like she's the first wife.
Yeah, maybe she's liking the brother, like the family thing.
Exactly what Chioma has been saying that she does not get. Maybe this girl likes her brother.
It's the family thing there.
remember to make sure that whoever's coming in is worthy of coming into our family.
Why is a family made of gold? This family
is worthy.
it's full of
That one
diamonds.
is just
Guys, go to Paul's family. You're gonna pick golds there, diamonds there.
let you know something. I don't really know how you wanted us to work, but you only ever spoke to me about your children. Do you understand that? You only
She didn't have children.
over to my house. Those were the only conversations we had. And anytime you wanted to speak to me about how I dressed, it was very negative. So what exactly are you talking about?
Okay, well, for one, it's like I do try to have different types of conversations with you. It's not just about the kids. However,
When, Tala? That's what I'm asking you. When?
I'm not about to be on this phone and tell you every single moment, but I know I have tried. Do you understand that? Like, I have tried.
Tried what?
like for them to have normal
I just
conversations.
quit while I'm ahead. Do you understand what I mean?
Well, so this is my opinion. Like, I feel like maybe after she finally make them
Like,
broke up,
She's
she's trying to make friends with the girl. Let's
But
pretend
like
as if nothing
you
has
don't
happened.
you don't come to be my friend and you're saying that I'm like I come across as a bad woman.
Yeah.
The only thing you say is I'm a bad mum, I'm this, I'm that, but you're constantly leaving your kids in my care. So what that makes you is a bad mum. I don't think anyone's ever told you, but you're actually a bad mum, Tala.
Wait, I'm a bad mom because I leave my kids in your care.
What? You're a terrible mum. As in,
I leave my kids in your care.
yes, because I don't know how to take care of them. So do you not care about your children?
First of all, that's my whole brother's house. Do you understand what I mean? So it's not like you're an extension. You're part of it. Do you understand?
Let me let you know something.
Yeah,
Me
going
and
to have
Paul
this
Payne,
right now. Like,
Yeah, she literally said that's her brother's house.
Yeah.
Let her explain to her that she pays part of those bills.
She paid out of this. Yeah, it's really
Paul
making a
does not
finger.
own that house. Does that
Right?
make sense? So yeah, okay. And if we're gonna be real, I looked after your kids when I didn't have to. They're not my children. They're not even Paul's kids. You have nothing to do with this. Where's your man?
Oops.
Okay. Well, first of all, if I bring my kids to my brother's house, yeah, I feel like as his girlfriend, you're supposed to love who he loves. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So if I'm doing that and I'm trying to give you the opportunity to even like, get closer with the family and like let Paul know how you can actually be involved in the family, like you should take that.
Like she has to practice being a
Yeah,
good mom in
but
front of
this
Paul.
this crazy. Like, you are not Paul's mom. You are the sister. Well, okay,
You haven't
sister.
even had the half of it and
they-
you're already getting upset.
No, I'm not upset
The
for
girl's
real, but
annoying.
just like well, I don't know what to say at this point.
She's
But,
actually into the brother.
yeah.
As a compliment.
No, that's not how things work. Okay, that's not how things work. You can't do that. You can't give me your kids thinking that it's gonna train me up to be a mum. When you're going out having fun. Does that make sense? And then criticizing me on top of that and making my life hell because I believe you're in love with your brother. What? What? Really? Why did you call in?
Listen, I've called in now, yeah, to like try and get through to you to understand why we've had a problem, why we've had problems in the past, why it's hard for us to like not have a relationship. Do you understand?
What relationship are you talking about? You
Like
just like
to be family now,
Just
it's not
now.
like
To have a relationship. I'm no longer with Paul. Did he let you know that?
Well, like I said, you know, a long time ago, like you just seem like any other girl that's gonna come and go. Do you get what I mean?
And I'm gone.
Come and
That's
go.
fine.
the girl is just not like
yeah,
everything she's saying
come
is
and go.
annoying. That you seem like any other girl that will come and go. Like that's how you see a brother's girlfriend.
So maybe that's what a brother is doing. So this is like a big insult to the brother in general. Like the brother brings in girls and they come and go. Like he's playing them.
The girl is not serious.
So, you don't need to call in to tell me that. Your brother is begging me. If he didn't tell you, your brother is begging me. Listen, Tala, it's okay.
naughty.
Take this.
She just shut her up. I like
What
that
was
part.
What was that?
So, Tala said that she did want to apologize.
Okay, and you didn't find you know how that family is. So you called her.
Yeah, no, she's gonna get angry with the presenter or whatever.
Okay. Well, seeing that this is how you guys want it to go, I'm just gonna step out briefly, yeah? Because that was a bad move on your part.
It's not really a bad move, but it's not really a bad move. She's just trying to get her job
Even
done.
she was like, seriously, guys.
Chioma?
So, I understand you do your job, but whoever gave you that phone fucked up. And I don't mean to blast you, but that was some bullshit. You know, you guys are filming. You know the relationship I had with this girl, and you still gave me the phone, promising me an apology. I ended up shouting, getting worked up for what? Did you plan? Did you?
None of this was planned for
Yeah,
any
clearly. Like,
drama or special effects. She did
No.
speak to the team. She's spoken to a number
who
of
did she
them.
speak to?
I actually thought it was just planned to spice up the episode because
yeah, they
they
need something to keep it going, like. But I don't think it's
because
a
if
plan.
Paul does not get everything that comes out from Paul's mouth is just annoying, which is enough spice for the show.
But I
yeah,
think it's
but
not a
since
planned
Paul
thing.
is not coming, they needed like a sprinkle
I
of
don't
salt.
think it's planned. I think that girl is just talking bullshit. Like, she's just.
Because
And
that
then-
person clearly wanted some sort of altercation.
Yeah,
I understand. I know what I signed up for. I know I agreed to come to this reunion, whatever you want to call it. But speaking to her had nothing to do with it. I feel like I should have been informed. I should have been told. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I know I'm shouting. I'm just pissed off. I'm just really irritated because there's a level of trust you put in people when you agree to come on something, and that was a violation of my trust.
I understand
make
that,
sense?
and just all I can say again is that I apologize. We apologize. It seems as though it was unprofessional, but we were doing it with good intentions. We were spun a story, and I'm not trying to even throw her under the bus, but it was very convincing. Very convincing, really. Very convincing.
Yeah, maybe that's not what she told her.
yeah, obviously because the girl seems like when she sees Chioma,
Yeah.
she's ready for a
come in
fight.
peace.
That's fine.
I want to apologize. We were trying to do the right thing.
There's nothing I can do now. Situations happen. I just definitely don't want to go back and sit down right now. I need to calm down because what you guys have just done, let me break it down to you. You've let her have the last word. I'm not going to call Tala again. That situation's done. Do you understand? Like, I don't want anything to do with her or her family. That situation's done. So she's had the last word, and I'm 100% sure that's what she wanted to do. Tell me I'm this and I'm that and I'm disrespectful. Who was being disrespectful? You called into my show. Like, this is, do you understand? Like, anyway,
I'm sorry.
no, it's fine. It's fine. I apologize because I'm coming off a bit aggressive. That's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do at all. So, yeah, I'm very, just,
At the end of the day, just take a bit of time if that's what you need.
please.
And I hope I see you back in there.
Yeah.
I'm apologising on behalf of myself and the team.
It's fine.
Is
Oh,
there anyone I can call you?
This
Yeah,
girl's
call,
sweet.
call me Andy. I need to speak to the director right now. Please. Please. Thank you.
Okay. Do you want
She want to speak to director for.
I don't know. Maybe she just needs a break.
If you've got a shot as well,
Wow, she needs more than a break. She needs a shot. Maybe I need one too.
anything strong. I'm not trying to I just need to get my energy back up because I'm.
First of all, before we get back into it, I and the team here at Trend Central would like to say a huge apology to Chioma for what we just put her through. I mean, it's not fair. We were told one piece of information. That's not how it went through.
Right.
Chioma, you're here. Apologies.
No apology accepted. It's fine.
We didn't see it going that way, by the way.
I get that now. It's fine.
So can we just...
Yeah, I feel like it's normal. Like, it's conversation. Anything can come up, and you can say something like something you didn't plan
When
for.
I hate somebody, I don't want us to be talking.
Back to it then. So, Paul and you are no longer together. We've established that. You said you live with your friend.
I do, yeah.
And that would be the lovely Brittany, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and we have Brittany here, so I am now going to introduce your girl, Brittany. Hey, Brittany.
Hey.
You alright?
I'm alright.
Looking gorgeous. Take a seat. So
So
how
that's
are
her
you
friend.
feeling about this whole thing that you have seen played out on the internet, all over the world, between your friend Chioma and her ex-boyfriend Paul?
You are pronouncing them X. You don't know what they're doing, Connor.
The truth is, Jamel is supposed to be an ex.
Who? Are you talking about Jamal?
No,
or you're
yeah,
talking
Jamal.
about Paul?
No, I'm saying Jamal. I'm still upset that
You
said
mean
shit.
Jamal's supposed to be
And
the
Deborah,
ex?
right?
Yeah, they have solved their problem out.
How
So.
I feel, I can't say exactly how I feel because I will insult everything about him. To be honest with you.
Oh.
So just
She said what?
She does not want to say how she feels because she's going to insult everything
About him, okay.
energy nicely.
Energy, okay.
That's it. But you know, seeing my friend deteriorating from very confident woman, it breaks my heart.
It's funny you say that because I was going to ask you. So she's out of the relationship.
Breaks your heart?
How do you feel that she's no longer in that situation?
Rejoicing.
Elated, happy.
Me too.
It's great. And even how she's glowing.
But you know what happens?
What?
If this girl goes back to Paul again, the relationship is over.
No, it's not over. She's going to support her because it's still her decision. But I'm gonna watch you fall.
She's glowing like
You seem happy to be back.
Listen, have you? It's almost like I was in jail.
Mm.
So yeah,
Wow.
it's different.
No,
Okay,
the guy is
so
so much work.
We know
Really?
what Chioma's relationship was like. We've watched it up and down. How was your relationship with Paul, if you had one at all?
Paul, never really. What's just that he's one delusional human being. Little
Delusional, huh?
man.
Ouch!
You
They
say
should
that
not
to, no,
let
that's
her
crazy.
speak.
That's not
No.
nice. That's not nice. Like, you shouldn't say that to your.
That's
no.
why she said she didn't want to say anything about Paul.
No.
But they've asked her again,
No,
and
she
has
shouldn't
to.
say that. She should.
She's saying how she feels.
All the people I'm seeing is just speaking on my show. Like,
That I can't even explain who the hell he is. How he treated my friend and my friend becoming like
forget the issue of friend. When it comes to relationship, even though they say they are no more together, forget the friend thing. Do what is right at the time. Don't just say, "Oh, my friend, so let me."
No,
No.
she's talking about how their relationship was, and she did not like the guy.
thing.
How would it cause some money?
Not at all.
See her
The
it's in your
relationship between me and him, I don't think it will ever be fixed because I blame him for everything.
And they've met a few times as well.
Oh yeah, a lot. Even being on a restaurant together, where he will have escort when it's time to pay the bills, and then we talk about clients. So really,
The boy is just a disgrace to me. Paul is just being a disgrace to God. It's like, I don't know.
So, what, you would go out for dinner
Yeah.
together? What was the situation?
Mhm.
What was the scenario?
no, sometimes what you usually do, like, like go out, like on a night out and everything, and then when it's time to pay the bills, suddenly we've got clients to look after. So, and then we hated that, so we have to pay our bills
Wow.
ourselves because really we don't need him. And then for him as a provider, excuse me, why is all that? Provider.
You see why people are bringing down his money issues because he made up himself as
Like
if he's the one who
yeah,
takes
they're
care of
always
like
the top.
yeah.
It's
Not
nothing.
able to provide. I don't mind to pay for my bills, yeah, but that's a girl. That's his girl. So look after her, be a provider. You want to call yourself a provider. So yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. Wow, okay, that was a surprise. So, I mean, at the end of the day, they were in a relationship at one point, and you would have seen that. Was there any time where you did see that Paul was warm and comforting towards her? Maybe a time he took care of her, and you were quite, I don't know,
Like being
have
sweet
you
to
ever
her?
seen anything like that?
Yeah.
If I said I can't remember, to be honest with you,
Wow.
because there was a time where she was in the hospital, and then Paul, she has to call me for me to go and sort the things out. But as young,
When last was I sweet to you? Like,
Bro, if there was a time I can't remember.
wife or your girlfriend, however you
mental drop everything, especially when you hear that he's in the hospital.
Right.
Drop everything and find out what's going on. Not letting your friends have friends.
No, but at a point, maybe you are far away or somewhere.
No, they live in the same town.
Okay, I don't know, but maybe he. I'm not supporting.
No,
Paul.
I'm just really
him.
waiting to hear what you want to say.
Yeah, maybe at the
Paul's
point
brother.
he's in the middle of doing. I'm not his brother. He's in the middle of doing something, and maybe he wants somebody to rush to her quick.
Okay, go there, and I'll be there in an hour.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Bro was not there in an hour. Go and sort everything out.
What's his part in your relationship?
Paul, you're disgracing him. I'm trying to support you, but
There are no points for him.
I actually have a friend called Paul. You know him.
After her, but she's kind of bringing it back to us. So
you were in the hospital.
Yeah, I had food poisoning. And obviously Brittany's always there, but my first call was to Paul, and he called her. So obviously
You called your best friend.
yeah.
Okay.
Paul called her too.
What was going on with him? What was the story there? What
Right.
happened?
Listen, that's just who he is. I mean, I'm not trying to bash Paul. Like I said, I have nothing against him right now. Like that situation's done. But that's just the person he is. He doesn't say things with his chest almost. So he may have been busy, I highly doubt it, but he just didn't want to come and look after me, or he didn't want to leave his friends,
That's crazy. Like
you know what I mean?
that means it's not even doing anything so serious.
Exactly. So the point is, he's not just going to move heaven and earth.
Paul, why are you doing this to me?
He's not going to move heaven and earth for her. Like, you're supposed to be rattled and
Like,
want to
yes,
show
cool.
up. Yeah.
So you got rid of
He was at 37.
because even for me, what I've realized, he kind of show this kind of image. This kind of a provider, is everything and everything, but really behind the scene, he's a total different person.
Seeing that, and this is your close friend, how did it affect your relationship with Chioma?
We did fight a little bit because I didn't agree with most of the things, and then I'll just tell her as I say it.
Right.
So that's it.
Yeah, Brittany's quite blunt. And during our relationship, there were a lot of things that I already knew she would agree with. But when I had to speak about it, and I told her, she would, say, I wouldn't say disrespectful things. She would just say things, and it would trigger me. I'm ready to fight you. Do you know what I mean? I was obviously defending someone that didn't need defending.
Yeah. That's what they do. Like,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, on my side.
But at the end of the day, she's seen me cry. She's seen me at my lowest, and we're out of the situation now, and we're better than ever. Yeah. So yeah, we're both free. Wow.
They are both free. So, like, yeah, when the guy is annoying, you should tell her, you should be upset. Obviously.
So, coming to something that's a bit more uplifting, what do you think you've learned from that experience and your relationship? You know, us women, when we get into a relationship, even if it doesn't work out, it's like lesson learned. What have you learned from all of that?
I think when someone shows you who they are, take it. I think in a relationship, a long-lasting one anyway, love is not enough. There's so many things that play. There's so many factors that aid a relationship, a healthy one. And it doesn't matter how it started. Watch their actions. The saying, actions speak louder than words. It doesn't matter. You can say you love me and beat me up. Not that he ever put his hands on me, but I'm just saying, like, there's just a lot of things that I've realised that and now apply to my daily life. Another thing is,
The question is, what's the lesson learned? Go straight to the point. Stop lecturing us.
She already said it.
She didn't say anything. She just
loving
teaching.
myself. I'm not saying I didn't before, but I think how I love myself now, it's almost something, it's, what do we call it? It's arrogance. I love who I am,
And you know your what?
Yes. Yeah. So that's what I've learned.
A question that I personally have seen a lot on like the different social media, this, that, and everything is that everyone remembers you from Backchat. Backchat, how would you describe yourself versus how things are now and before today?
I don't
What
even know
we've
what
seen on
Backchat is.
YouTube?
I have to watch.
I think I'm naturally outspoken. I don't shy away from saying what's on my mind in a respectful manner, of course. said, love is blind. I fell in love with a false image, with a perception. Basically a drawing Paul was painting for me, you know, and then I just gave him the benefit of the doubt through everything. I didn't even realize that he was gradually breaking me down, you know, and for the fact that I've mentioned Brittany, but like family members, for example, I wasn't letting them know the ins and outs, so I didn't have a third party opinion. So I think it was a great thing for one, putting our business on, you know, Blue Therapy and putting it online, where I could just see the narcissism, let's just say, because that's what we're all describing him as, you know. I could just see the manipulation, the fact that he didn't want me, but he didn't want anyone else to have me. And it's like he wanted to just break me, tear me up, and put me in a tin, cover it, and just, are you okay? Okay. Is everything okay?
Oh.
Do you understand? Yeah.
Okay. How long were you in your relationship for? Just remind us.
3 years, going 4.
Whoa.
Okay. So this conversation.
3 years going 4. That's a long time.
Long as
Well, this girl has been through a lot, but I don't know what she has also been doing to Paul. So we are just listening to her side, and
but yeah,
Paul didn't come up to say what she has also
but
been
I think that
saying. So
Paul, like, it would have been less for him if he showed up, because the bashing is there.
But do you remember any positives that were in your relationship?
There are obviously
Yeah,
good times.
100%. I'm not going to sit here and say that he was all bad, because obviously it was something that was keeping me there.
Okay.
For me, what I loved about Paul eventually became the things that I hated most about him. Paul's very ambitious. That took away the love. That made him neglect me. That made him arrogant. Even though the money wasn't coming in like he expected or portrayed, he was always chasing money. Do you know what I mean? Anything to get money. So of course I love ambitious men, but I think a real successful man is someone who's successful in, you know, all areas of their life. He likes planning, for example. Paul plans a lot. I think I've also adopted that mentality.
Calculated risks.
Yeah, calculated things. So I just plan. I make a lot of plans, healthy plans.
And that's
you know.
true. Even when they were about to leave, he's like, I've calculated this. This is not helpful for us. The guy is crazy.
It's always business, so I know how to differentiate when it's time to have fun and when it's time to do business. But I think I have adopted a business mentality from him.
From him.
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing you love about him is also the thing that.
Yeah. Everything I
Yeah,
love about him
makes
is
sense.
everything I hate about him, because he does things.
it's too deep into such.
It's excessive.
I understand. I don't
So
know.
you hate something about me. Oh, that's a yes.
Okay, that actually leads me to my question. Given everything you said,
Okay.
just in your heart and as you feel, are you still in love with Paul?
Explicit.
She wants to wake me up.
She's looking at you.
I know,
What
she's
are you
thinking,
about to
what?
say?
I would say I love Paul, but I'm not in love with him. Yeah, I think I don't want to hear that he's died, or I don't want to hear anything negative. But that's not somebody I want to have any communication with. That's not somebody that's healthy for me. Yeah.
Okay, this might be too soon to ask, but have you started venturing out there? We're going to touch on this later, but the DMs must be popping. So, have you started venturing out? Are you dating, speaking to someone? What's the love life looking like now? I mean, we all know the infamous, should I say, when last did you I can't even say it because my parents are watching. But how is that now?
It's too soon to go into anything
Yeah.
serious. I'm not trying to.
Nah,
commit
she's
right now.
grown
I
up,
think,
yeah.
One, I have to respect the man that I want to be with by healing. You know, I want to heal for myself, but yeah, you said it. I don't mean to brag, but there's people in my DMs.
Okay.
So I am speaking to people, but I'm not taking anybody seriously. I'm dating, should I just say?
Okay, now I just want the tea. Any blue ticks in the DMs?
Blue ticks,
Well,
okay,
I
famous people.
think a lady ever speaks.
Alright, and that's the best way to end it. What I must say is that, and I'm sure the viewers would agree, it's actually really nice to see you smile. And
Yeah.
Brittany,
Like, most of the time, she was just like,
Boring,
she looked,
serious.
no, like in
stressful.
tears, or maybe hurt, or speaking in anger, like yours, yeah.
You've been pivotal to that clearly. So thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. Brittany, thank you. Chioma, we're about to go to part 3. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So guys, we are now going to go into the final part where we will be speaking to Jamel, Deborah, and Chioma all together. Stay tuned. It's Blue Therapy, the aftermath.
Ooh. Okay, guys.
Alright, guys, thank you for watching this video.
This is GNK.
Yeah, this is GNK, and make sure you subscribe, like,
Yeah.
give it that thumb up.
We should actually watch that. Okay, we'll watch that. See you guys in the next video, and goodbye.
Bye.